If we look back over the last 10 years, how many have you addressed in the last 10 years of these CSOs?
So we haven't, because just taking you back to until we installed the EDM, eventuation monitors,
2018.
which was between 2016 and 2018, we didn't have that data that said these are spilling, this is the issue with it.
So you must have known that you were letting the water out.
Well, they're not measured. That's all. They're overflows. So there's little pumping. There's little control on it. So most of these will sit a tank that operates fine, and when that tank fills up to a certain level, it spills over the side.
Your engineers would have seen that. I mean, that you could physically see that.
But we don't go and monitor these CSOs.
You could have done.
Well, there's lots of things, but we don't actually go and stand anybody at the side of every tank. As I said, we've got over 2,000 across the northwest. The other issue as well is climate change, and the amount of runoff happening has increased. So potentially we may not have been, well, clearly we wouldn't have been doing this as often as we were 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So it's become a growing problem. We've just not known the size of it until now when we've got these monitors in.
And when what was the trigger for putting those monitors in?
It was the Environment Agency put it into one of the requirements, and said we want every site to be monitored with an eventuation monitor which monitors how many times it spills and what's the duration of that spill. So the whole
it was a regulatory matter.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have done it voluntarily. It was just something that
there's no driver for it. So again,
there's no driver for you to keep the environment in good condition. I thought the environment was at the heart of your policy.
There is a driver, because everything on that winner is about the environment. So everything we invest in is driven by something that the regulator puts on.
But what about something as in corporate social responsibility? So forgetting the Environment Agency, when I see stuff from United Utilities, you like to project yourself, and I'm sure in many ways you do, and I work a lot with United Utilities and many other hats, that that you're looking to be environmentally responsible company. So what are you doing, in terms of proactively? It seems you're responding to government regulation, but you must have known raw sewage was going in before. So you're complying with the bare minimum that the government is setting.
No, ultimately the issue was nobody knows how big it was at that point. So until we installed the monitors, we didn't know. Everything we do is driven by that. So the regulator had never put that demand on us to either install the monitors.
But an environmentally responsible person would have done that, wouldn't they?
But only if we'd known there was an issue. As I say, we haven't had that data until the last 3 years which we published.